says investigators are reviewing the case. He reminds people if vehicles such as golf carts are taken on roads, they must meet requirements. Nancy Hardy, News Radio 105.9 FM. Four Chicago girls, all twins, are being celebrated for their academic achievements.
It's believed to be a first, two sets of twins being named co-valedictorians. Tia and Tyra Smith are graduates of Lindblom Math and Science Academy. Naomi and Nanette Beckley are graduates of Gwendolyn Brooks College Prep. Each had a perfect 4.0 GPA, and each has a full-ride scholarship at Northwestern, Duke, Princeton, and Yale. Public School CEO Janice Jackson told the Sun-Times they serve as a powerful example to black girls across Chicago and beyond. Mike Krauser, News Radio 105.9 FM.
City Works has fanned out across the Roseland neighborhood this morning for the 6th Operation Cleanup for the summer. Before city crews got to work there was a roll call in an empty lot near 33rd and State.
Food and sanitation. Yeah. We have the Department of Transportation. Yeah. We have the Department of Water. Yeah. We have the Department of Buildings. Yeah. The Department of Business Affairs and Consumer Protection.
Well, the city crews cleaned up empty lots and offered services to residents. Violence interrupters also, community activists played a role as well.
And the Elgin is the latest Chicago area community to become dementia-friendly. Towns with the designation recognize and respond to the needs of growing numbers of people with dementia. Elgin and Glencoe were most recently welcomed into the Dementia-Friendly America Network.
As the city of Chicago released its annual financial audit today, Mayor Lightfoot acknowledged the city faces looming budget problems because of ballooning public pension costs and other growing expenses. Reports say Chicago's general fund balance ended 2018 with a $44 million surplus, which officials attribute that to the improving economy, among other things. But the report largely is signaled to Chicago's next budget, which is expected to present a big shortfall.
You can sign up for regular news updates and breaking news alerts at WBBMNewsRadio.com/alerts. Coming up, traffic and weather together on the 8th, WBBM News Time 5:07.
At CDW, weekends of working from the road can be difficult and lonely.
I know. I just had a long conversation at the toll booth.
So?
It was unmanned.
Well, at least you can connect and be productive with a secure Dell Latitude 2-in-1 laptop. They're reliable with all-day battery life and part of a business-class mobility solution implemented by CDW.
Wait, don't go.
IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Find out more at cdw.com/Dell.
The Summer on Sales event going on now at Elmhurst BMW. Get an additional $4,500 in savings on select new BMW models. Plus enjoy Ultimate Care, BMW's no-cost maintenance, roadside assistance, and more. Additionally, we offer car washes and loaners for as long as you own your Elmhurst BMW. Hurry in, offer ends July 31st. You earned it, you deserve it. Elmhurst BMW at 500 West Lake Street or at elmhurstbmw.com.
Community News Time 5:08. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. And here's David Morrison.
Outbound side of the Eden, 19 minutes out to Lake Hook Road, and inbound has matched it. Clear now from Lake Hook down to Kennedy Junction. However, the westbound spur is still a little bit slow approaching the Eden Spur Toll Plaza. Outbound side of the Kennedy, the Ontario feeder is backed up because the express lanes are now flipped inbound. So it's 14 minutes to the junction, 27 outbound to the airport, inbound 42 from the airport, 32 from the junction. Express lanes are wide open, so take them. They're 8 minutes from the junction to downtown. Outbound Ike, 19 to Manheim, 32 to 390. Inbound usual slowdowns from north to the Tri-State, 25th to 1st Avenue, and then from western into downtown, 42 into 390, 27 from Manheim. Outbound on the Stevenson, 12 to Cicero, 22 to the Tri-State, inbound 27 from the Tri-State to Lakeshore Drive. Northbound 55 still seeing roadwork delays from 129 to before Blodgett. Outbound Dan Ryan, 18 minutes, inbound is 22, or 957, still fine in both directions. Lakeshore Drive steadily getting better, but even that's not that great. Southbound backed up past Fullerton to north to Chicago Avenue North, heading through Grant Park, and then Navy Pier to Chicago is still slow. Great news for the afternoon. The tollways are all clear. That sums up the Tri-State, the Jane Addams, Reagan 355, and Route 390. I-80 and 53 are both doing well. We do have a lingering delay in northwest Indiana, eastbound 8094, heavy from the Bishop Ford to before Calumet. Get traffic and weather together on the 8th every 10 minutes on News Radio 780 and 105.9 FM.
The WBD and AccuWeather forecast. Tonight, some clouds, warm and muggy, a shower or or thunderstorm in the area, a low 70. Tomorrow, clouds and intervals of sun and not as hot with a shower or thunderstorm in the area, mainly in the morning. A low high tomorrow of 82, but mainly in the 70s along the lakefront. Right now we have 88 degrees at O'Hare, 90 at Midway, and 82 at the lakefront.
Market watch says into the weekend on the down note. Dow drops 44 today, NASDAQ down 8, and the S&P down about 5. WBB News Time, 5:10.
Just into WBBM, a person is being treated for injuries suffered when a watercraft exploded a little more than an hour ago on the far south side. The Chicago Fire Department confirms that the personal watercraft exploded on Lake Michigan near the Calumet Yacht Club. An ambulance took one person to the hospital. Our news desk is trying to confirm details of the incident, including the gender and age of the person involved and their condition.
33 people have been shot in Chicago since Wednesday evening, 3 of them fatally. Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson says the pace of violence this holiday weekend is far ahead of last year, despite gun roundups that have taken dozens of guns off the city streets.
I've said it before and I'll continue to say it. We need common sense gun laws in Illinois. We also need to change our criminal justice system to hold repeat gun offenders accountable for their actions.
Superintendent Johnson says he believes his department's efforts to curb violence could still result in an overall drop in violence this year compared to last year once this weekend is over.
Members of a West Suburban church are maintaining their support for a group of convicted child sex offenders who some want to see kicked out of a residential facility.
City officials have told the 19 convicted offenders living in Wayside Cross Ministries in Aurora to leave amid outcry from the public about the building's proximity to a popular park. The decision isn't sitting well with Reverend Randy Shoof and some clergy members at Warehouse Church, which sits between the ministry and McCarty Park. They're calling for Mayor Richard Irvin to rescind the eviction notices. Shoof says letting the men wander the city unsupervised is more of a danger than allowing them to stay at the ministry. But Irvin has pointed to Illinois law, which prohibits registered sex offenders from living within 500 feet of a school, playground, or daycare. In Aurora, Andy Day, News Radio 105.9 FM.
A Will County judge has refused to throw out reckless homicide charges against the man accused of killing a pregnant Beecher woman and her sons. Judge Daniel Rippey has been weighing whether to dismiss all 16 counts of reckless homicide filed in August 2017 against Stone Wolf of Orland. Wolf contends that the grand jury testimony used to indict him on reckless homicide charges was flawed and tainted.
A Chicago police recruit was honored this morning for helping to save a man's life on the west side. Probationary officer Timothy Sweeney was off duty Sunday morning when he saw a man lying in the street near Chicago and Ashland. The man had just been hit by a car and had a bone sticking out of his leg. The officer used someone's belt to put a tourniquet on the man. Chicago Police Sergeant Brian Berkowitz said Sweeney learned the technique in a special training session.
We put him through positive stress-induced scenario-based training. So we emphasize positive. Every student that comes through, whether it's a veteran officer or recruit, will succeed. And that success is important because it builds confidence. And when you build confidence, then you're going to take action on the street.
Officials say the department is getting thousands of new kits this summer that will allow officers to carry equipment such as tourniquets and pressure bandages.
In the past 2 weeks, 2 fires have broken out inside a home in Rockford that fire officials say appears to be unoccupied. The latest fire started this morning. Rockford Register Star says firefighters were called to the home, the 4300 block of North Wilshire Avenue, around 2:40 this morning. No one was in the house, which suffered about $10,000 in damage. The cause of the fire is being investigated.
The AccuWeather 5-day forecast is next, along with sports. WBBM News Time, 5:13.
It's a holiday driving weekend, so keep it here for instant traffic updates. News Radio 780 and 105.9 FM. At CTW, weekends of working from the road can be difficult and lonely.
I know. I just had a long conversation at the toll booth.